everyone, and welcome to the first March edition of Topic Time with Harrison Young in 2023. We just cruising along beautifully. The shows are continuing great. Another Zoom show to Arkansas. This is actually my third one. I'm well known in that state. I've done two from the ECAT location. Now I'm doing one from Area 58. I have an awesome guest. He's a magic person of many paradoxes, and we're going to talk to him. He's got a pet skunk. I've never seen anyone with a pet skunk before. It was adorable, and we're going to maybe look at that, and he's going to form something for us and talk about his situation. But before we get to him, got to read these incredible underwriters. Don't have a lot, but they're all great, so we read them off. So we got Rodney's Kitchen in Halifax. We got Genuine's Inspection in Middleborough. We got Pro Tint, professional window tinting in Abington. Always looking for new talent. We got the Gunrunner LLC, our Second Amendment Freedom store in Middleborough. Pro Tint is in Abington. We got Crazy Axes Rec Center in Hanover. We got Carver Jewels, Ronald Iron, Lely, Delano Goldsmiths right here in the building. In Carver, we got New England Floorscapes in Middleborough. We got Cycle Pros in Bridgewater. We got Salon Giovanni in Marshfield. We got good old Dave's Automotive in Hanson, right up the road on Route 58. We got Townbrook Service in Plymouth. We got Ocean Auto Repair and Service in Marshfield. And we got DNS Auto Works and Collision Specialists in Abington, also right here on Route 58. I want to thank you guys very much. And now on that note, I'll now introduce, while his real name is Elijah Polly, but he goes by Uncle Funk. As you can see, he's quite a colorful dude here. He's looks like a hippie from the 70s. But I don't even know if he was born. He doesn't even look like he was alive in the 70s, but I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find all that stuff out tonight. So Uncle Funk, thank you for doing my show.
Hey, thank you for having me. I really appreciate you.
All right.
It's a pleasure and an honor.
Are you a gypsy? I'm sort of getting that sense from looking at you.
I guess to a certain point, I travel wherever, I like home is where you park it, I guess. I travel in my 1969 Volkswagen bus, performing my magic show at music festivals and more.
Just like your friend, Brendan Tatman.
Yeah, I met Brendan through Volkswagens. He actually helped me kind of get my start. He was one of my early sponsors for the show and helped me kind of get a good start and reach out to a lot of people. So yeah, I love Brendan.
Okay. So what would you say your profession is now?
I'm a professional magician. I like I said, I travel all over to music festivals and more, wherever they hire me nowadays to perform my magic show of comedy magic, stage magic, just to entertain the masses and entertain, amaze and amuse.
Oh, I got you. Now, so you're a comedic magician too. You do both.
Yes. Yeah. Anything to make them laugh. Really. A lot of my magic, you might think you know how it's done till the very end, or really, I just want people to kind of escape out of maybe a depression or a funk, if you will, and just be brought to some happiness and some laughter. So that's what it's all about.
That's why they call you Uncle Funk. Or maybe
Uncle Funk.
I think it'd be makes sense to call you Uncle D-Funk, but that's
they called me Uncle Funk because of the way I dressed. I've always been just a funky guy. I love dressing up. I love having my mom makes my custom clothing. So shout out to my mom for making some really custom clothing. And we're like, you're just that funky uncle everyone wants.
The psychedelic guest I've had in a long time. I'll tell you with that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. What about those designs behind you? They sort of match your clothes. Is that something? Is there?
That's just my background. My mother made this for me. It's my blanket for my special quilt that my mom made for me, but doubles as my backdrop.
Are you older than your VW, or were you alive in 1950?
Well, it's almost hard. It's hard to disclose. I can tell you that
you don't have to. I'm curious.
I'm the guy that told Jimi Hendrix to play the Star Spangled Banner at Woodstock '69. If that tells you anything.
Wow.
Anytime I tell my age, people don't believe me anyways. So I can tell you, hair dye works wonders. You can say it's magic.
Well, I'll tell you, if you told Hendrix to do that, then you got to be older than me. And I suppose that's possible. I mean, I'm 63 and I always see people that I think are a different age than they are. As you get older, the one thing I'm discovering is that it gets harder and harder to tell the ages of other people unless you know them, unless you've known them a long time.
Well, I'd like to say I stay away from drinking and smoking and doing drugs. So I'd like to think that that's my key to success is looking as young as I do.
I was a user in the old days, but in the 70s, in my teens.
I hear you.
Yeah, I'm totally clean now too. I don't even eat meat anymore.
Okay.
I'm a vegetarian. This is my 41st year, and I'm very happy to say that.
I dig it. That's
a matter of being proud. It's just I just think it's a better lifestyle. It's more humane, and I'd recommend it to anybody. All right. Well, let's talk about your history. Like, what did you, are you in Arkansas now? Did you,
I am in Arkansas. Say again?
Where did you grow up?
Right in Greenbrier, Arkansas, Central Arkansas. Born and raised there. I'm the only one from my family from Arkansas, and
Okay.
so I've got a little bit of my heart left here in the state. So,
Oh, gotcha. Not
it,
not in San Francisco. It was like Tony Bennett. All right.
yeah.
Do you have are you from a big family? Do you have a lot of brothers and sisters? Or
I
are you,
don't. I have one sister and a mom and a dad. That's well, I guess I'll say that I started off with a small family, but as I call my fans, I'll call them funk family. So I have a huge funk family nationwide, as I like to say. So my funk family is real big. So
okay.
shout out to all you guys watching at home. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. I did all that. And how did you connect with your funk family, your quote unquote funk family? How did that?
Well, I went to a lot of music festivals and I wanted to perform. I
Okay.
always had an act for performing and I wanted to go to them. Well, when I first started, a lot of my friends were fire spinners, breathing fire, spinning fire. Well, I'm a little too I'm a little too flammable.
Right? And fairs.
I'd go up and smoke faster than Cheech and Chong, so I'd stay away from fire. And so I figured out magic would be kind of a fun little avenue. I could mess with some people on different wavelengths. I'll just say that it's kind of just fun to do some magic tricks and mess with people that way. And it just kind of, or it organically came. At music festivals back in the day, I always like to say the story of, they would have 8 yoga classes. And I finally asked them, well, instead of 8 yoga classes, can I do one magic show? Then so you can have 7 yoga workshops. So, I did that. And at first it was 8 people, I had real small shows, real intimate, small shows. 8 people turned into 18 people, 18 people slowly turned into 80 people. The shows kept getting bigger and bigger every year. At first I would perform in this little dome and there were people like peeking under the tent to look inside, people, lining up just to see what was going on.
Okay.
And, yeah, so they're the real deal.
Did you travel all over the country to do this?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to New England before? Because I grew up and still live in Brockton, Massachusetts, and we had an annual fair there for over 100 years called the Brockton Fair, and we always had traveling people coming to the fair and performing like you do. Have you ever been there? Do you know? Or
I have never been, but now that you put it on my radar, I might have to look into it.
Well, yeah, the problem is they just canceled the fair last year, a couple of years ago, unfortunately.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, I don't know. The guy that ran it, he decided he's older now, and he decided that I guess it was just too much work or whatever.
It's a lot of work to put on stuff like that. It is.
It is. So so obviously, have you ever been in New England before for anything?
I have not. I have never been there yet. I have not been up that far north yet. So
you haven't been up that far. All right. So pretty much you've been. So where have you traveled? When you are. So what? You're a traveling caravanner, I assume, right? With that Volvo, you're in a Volvo.
I travel by myself more or less, but anywhere. I've mainly stayed around Missouri, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Texas area. I have went on a mini tour with a band back in the day. Opened up for some bands. I did like Kentucky, Tennessee, and Memphis and stuff like that. And so that was a lot of fun. But, traveling in a Volkswagen bus, a 50-year-old plus year old car, you have to be prepared. I'll tell you that. You either have to have a lot of money or be prepared.
Be crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So let me see. You travel. That's what I'm going to say. You do music too then, right? You perform music?
Well, I used to back in the day. I do a little singing, different things, but I mainly do my magic show nowadays.
Okay.
I mainly keep to my magic.
I understand. And have you been doing it since you were a kid?
No, I wish I would have got into it a lot earlier. I just kind of, slowly got into it over the last decade or so, and just kind of been, just kind of keeping it going, I guess.
Okay, wow, that's not that long considering how much.
Yeah, not very long at all, but the growth is real. Again, it's, as I always say, the real magic is the people that love and support me. For without them, I'd be nothing. I'm just some charismatic guy that enjoys entertaining people, and if they enjoy sitting there for a half hour to an hour watching me do some funny tricks, then I'm living the life. Then
that's absolutely right. Wow. And well, I always say everything, happens for a reason, and it happens when it's meant to happen. You don't, I mean, you gotta look at your life that like the best is yet to come, no matter what, no matter how old you get. I mean, speaking for myself, I've accomplished so many things in the past 15 years that I never would have believed possible.
I
So
love that. Yeah.
that's true. I know. And I think, like I said, I think the future, I think before I check out of this world, I'm finally going to be happy with what I've accomplished. I've still got a ways to go though.
Well, as you should be. You have a wonderful
Yeah.
TV show.
Thank you.
And have for 20 years. So
20 years, not quite 20. This is my 13th.
okay.
that's
Okay. Well, almost.
Oh yeah,
That's,
no,
that's pretty
time
good.
flies. All right. Well,
You-
first off, why don't you? I want you to hold up your pets. Would it be okay if you pick?
Okay. No, absolutely. Let me pick her up. This is Sammy. She's a rescue, but really she rescued me. Everyone can say, "Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I'm talking about you."
Is she?
She-
I saw
she's she's more famous than I am. Yeah, I did. I got her. She was actually attacked by a wild pack of dogs, and so I
Oh,
rescued
man.
her from getting eaten.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so
yeah.
she's descended. She has no legs, so you'll see that she has no legs. That's why I have to hold her like this. She's like a little caterpillar
Was
almost.
that from?
But
Is that from the dog attack that she has no?
Yeah, she. Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yes, you're fine. I'm talking about you. You're okay. We're on
Okay.
TV.
All
Like,
right, well,
say hi.
You can let her. You can let her rest now.
Sammy attention. Good girl. She's super
Okay.
trained. She's super well trained. Good.
Wow. Yeah, she's adorable. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. How old is she now?
She just turned 6. She actually had her birthday last week. So,
Okay.
and when I say she's more famous than I am, it's true. Because I mean, really, she had her birthday post, and about 1,000 people sent her happy birthday. I don't even think I get that many on my birthday.
Well, that's swell. I mean, she's a family member, obviously.
She is. She really is. She's my partner in crime.
Okay. I mean, do you have a significant other, a human at all? I'm just wondering, or if not, I'm just.
I don't. It's too hard with traveling and stuff. I haven't found the
sure.
right one. They can't handle the funk. So
Well, me either. Well, but again, if at some point you might. I mean, if it's meant to be, I always say that's what I'm going through now too. I know exactly what that's like. All right. Well, so right, you are currently in you're in a VW now, right?
I live in a Volkswagen bus. Have for the last
Sure.
5 years.
Okay.
And I have all the luxuries of a modern home. I have AC, a hot shower, and restroom, and TV entertainment. And so, I mean, I'm living the life. I've been blessed and thankful to be, living that long. Like you kind of said, some things happen like you never thought would happen. I never thought that I would be in it as long as I have, but to a certain point, I've made it so comfortable to where, it's kind of hard to leave.
Of course. There you go. And but it is portable, obviously, because you drive.
Oh yeah, home is where you park. It's a daily driver. I spent a lot of my hard-earned money to get a brand new motor from ADM Performance in Kansas City, Missouri,
Okay.
and or St. Joe, Missouri. So they hooked me up with a brand new motor, and hopefully I'll be, knock on wood, we'll be ready to rock and roll all over the U.S. So
Yeah, now that it's getting to be spring, you'll be able to roll again. Do you have to hook the this is your 1969 VW that you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So are you hooked up at a trailer park now? Is that it?
No, so I again, it's wherever I'm at. It kind of differs.
Okay.
Excuse me, but I've been very thankful when I'm not performing magic. I'm also an ice cream man, so I park there with the ice cream trucks. I'm kind of their night security to make sure no riffraff comes in and steals all the ice cream. That's my job.
Good for you.
So yeah, it's a real nice mutual little benefit. So.
Okay. All right. Listen, we're halfway through the show. Why don't you do some magic for us now that
Okay. Yeah, I'd love to.
Okay.
Now, the more active you are, the more fun we have. Okay. Now,
Well, you can make me laugh too. Feel free to be comical as you do it.
Well, I definitely hope to make you laugh. Okay.
Okay.
That is my my
to laugh.
goal.
That's the best thing you can
So
do. I think.
we'll start off slow, and
Okay.
we'll work our way up. Okay.
Sure.
So can you read this? Can you read this out loud for everyone at home?
Yeah, I'll try. Fun and magic, some wacky stuff presented to amaze and amuse from 2 to 102 with a
See,
thumbs up.
Thank you. So that's a little bit about my show. Just to amaze and amuse. It's a great show. As you see, a lot of buskers on the side of the road. You see guys holding signs and say a lot of stuff. Well, this is a sign that I held on the side of the road, trying to get a little buzz for my show. Anyways, this would get caught in the wind. It was a little bit too much for people to read when they would pass the stop sign. So here, I made a little edit to this. Can you read this one out loud for us?
And a fabulous show for all ages. Oh,
See,
fun and
fun,
random,
fun.
some wacky stuff and a fabulous show for all ages.
See, it is a fabulous show for all ages, and all ages are included. We want everyone to have a great time at the Uncle Funk Magic Show. It is a wonderful time. Well, I put this ad on Craigslist, trying to get a little bit of gigs for my show. It didn't go out well, or it didn't work out. I thought it would, but it didn't. So I tried one more edit to my sign. Tell me what do you think about this one?
We'll do tricks for food.
Hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. If the money ain't coming in, I'll do something.
I like it. Okay.
All right. Again, that's just to work your way up. At least you know a little bit about me, and then we'll work our way up to some tricks here.
Okay.
Now, I hope you enjoy this one. I'll try to make sure the lighting doesn't mess with these by any ways. But watch carefully, watch closely. Everyone says, Uncle Funk, you're a magician. You got to perform with rabbits, right? Well, I'm the only magician that performs with a pet skunk, as you see. So these are the rabbits that I perform with. They're a little bit easier to take care of and travel with, okay? Yep. So watch carefully, watch closely. I have a white rabbit and a white hat on this side, a black rabbit and a black hat on this side. But if I do something amazing, something magical, this is almost unbelievable. There's a white hat on the black rabbit and a black hat on the white rabbit. Now, the most important part of this trick, Mr. Young, I want you to pay attention to the boxes, okay? Yeah. That there's a white hat on the front of this box, and there's a white hat on the back of that box, okay? You see that? Yeah. There's a black hat on the front of this box, and there's a black hat on the back of that box. That means I can't trick you in any way. I'm being honest with you, and you can keep up with where I'm going, okay? Okay. Wiggle your fingers, Mr. Young. Wiggle your fingers, because that's where the real magic happens. It's not me, it's you. Then the real magic happens just like that. You see that? The black hat and the black rabbit, the white hat and the white rabbit. That's a pretty good trick, isn't it? We'll do it one more time for the guest at home. We'll do it one more time. The black hat goes over the white rabbit. The white hat goes over the black rabbit. Now, again, the most important part of this trick is that you want to pay attention to the hats. There's a black hat on the front of this box. There's a black hat on the back of that box. There's a white hat on the front of this box, and there's a white hat on the back of that box, right? That means you're still with me now, right? Yep, still with me. Wiggle your fingers one more time. Wiggle your fingers just like that, and that's where the magic happens, just like that. Ta-da! Oh, wow. You see the white hat and the white rabbit, the black hat and the black rabbit. It's a good trick. I could almost do this forever if I wanted to, but what do you think about that?
That's sweet. I love those.
You like that?
Tricks, yeah.
Well, a lot of people say I'm turning them around. Would you say I'm just turning them around? I can turn them around.
I don't know. When I was a kid, I tried to learn magic, and oh wow, look at that! Whoa!
I can turn it around the other way if you don't believe me.
Oh wow, that's.
I'm kidding. Everyone wants to see the back of them, so I'll show you the back of them. Wow. The other way, okay. I'll show you the other side. I'm just kidding. Okay. Well, when I show them the other side, this one he kind of turns sad. He turns blue. This one turns shy, and he turns yellow. Hey-o.
Awesome. Okay. Very eye-catching for sure.
Thank you so much.
The guy who loves his color.
Would you like to see one more?
Sure.
Do we have enough time?
Absolutely.
So traffic lights, right? You're not colorblind?
No.
Okay,
red,
so
green.
We'll do this. Great. This will be super, super easy. We got 3 colored balls in a clear tube, okay? Yep. From the bottom to the top, what goes in first?
The green.
Green. Yellow. Good job. The middle one?
Yellow.
Yellow. And last but not least?
Red.
Red. Good job. Super, super easy. 3 colored balls in a clear tube. We shouldn't have any problem. Okay, Mr. Young, let's do that one more time. We're on live television now. My first time on live TV, so we'll try to do this again. What goes first, just so we don't mess this one up?
Green.
Green. Okay, good job. And the middle one is?
Yellow.
It'll be yellow. And last but not least, as always, red. Thank you so much again for your activity. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Swell.
Okay, one more time. We're messing up again. Something's going on here. We'll do it again. We'll do it something even better this time. Third time is the charm, right? We'll do it slow motion. Okay, what goes first? We'll go green.
Green.
Yellow. And here, actually, I want to get rid of this red.
Okay.
Get rid of the red. Okay. I'm going to put it in this box. You wiggle your fingers just like that. Wiggle your fingers again just like that, because that makes the real magic happen. And hey-oh.
I'm getting a head an ice cream float now. Those look like scoops of ice cream there.
They did kind of.
Yeah. Wow. That's swell. Okay.
So that's a little bit of my show.
Do you have when you're on the road, do you take volunteers as well?
I do. I really enjoy. It's kind of been hard for the last 2.5 years, honestly, with the whole COVID thing. It kind of shut me bringing up a lot of that. That used to be a very big part of my show. I really, really loved bringing random people, because again, you guys are the Royal Magic. So
Absolutely.
that's really the fun part of bringing someone up that's never been a part of the magic show, never seen a magic show, and then for them to witness it in person is even funner.
So it says in your Facebook page you're a man of paradoxes, don't you? Can you elaborate on that? I love paradox.
I just they say I'm just a man of time and space. I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been everywhere. Like the song says, I've been everywhere. I've been there, done that. Been friends with a lot of the big names in the
Johnny
60s and
Cash's
70s.
song, I think you're talking about.
Yeah. And
Okay.
they're just the wild stories that Uncle Funk can procure and tell. Talk about every now and again. That's where that comes from. So.
Well, tell a couple of stories about.
Well, I might have a little bit of NDAs signed stuff, but back in the day, like I said, I'm the guy that told Jimi Hendrix to play Star Spangled Banner. I may or may not have helped Hugh Hefner start Playboy, and I've just
right there. That I want to hear. How could that have been? Might have been.
I might have lied on my resume.
How might have you helped Hugh Hefner start Playboy?
Well, I lied on my resume, and I was a photographer for them for a while, and I helped them create some merch items and different things. So,
son of a gun, you were, that's incredible. What? How
Thank
long
you.
If you don't, I'm just curious.
I couldn't probably. It's been a while. It had been a while.
Wow. Did you actually work with him?
Oh yeah, I used to be right hand man.
I'm so glad I asked, because that's a fascinating story. I mean, that's great. You lied on a resume, so I guess you're a man of many skills that other people don't even know.
Not, sometimes I got to keep most of them a secret.
Well, but you must have had something. You must have had something that impressed them enough to take you on.
Charisma, I guess. Being a powerful and attractive young man, I guess. That's all I can say.
No, that's great. Amazing. Okay. But not anymore though. You do
not anymore. Sadly, he's passed, and it's no longer the same thing. But if I may, I know we're kind of running low on time. I don't mean to totally over self-promote.
Go ahead.
I was going to say real quick before, this is actually something I'm super proud of. Coming out today is actually the day it's coming out.
Hold it up higher. I want to see the bottom too. Okay, hold it. There you go.
It'll be at Barnes and Noble and Books a Million. Let me dim my thing a little bit here.
Okay.
It'll be at Barnes and Noble and Books a Million everywhere starting today. So I'm super, super excited. That's me on the cover, kind of hidden up there like a Where's Waldo. And that'll tell you a little bit more about my origin story. Kind of, I told you a little bit about it today, but that'll have my full story. It's a 4-page feature telling about how I kind of got into magic. It shows a little bit about my Volkswagen bus and all the upgrades that I've done to it, and it's a fun little thing. So hopefully you guys get a copy of Mr. Young. If you have a Barnes and Noble or Brooks Million, take a picture of it on the shelf for me and let me know. And
what we'll do is when we finish the show, I'll have Chris, my tech guy, he'll take a picture of that and you can hold the book up.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I appreciate
it. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Now I noticed today, I was looking at you posted a picture on Facebook. Was that your baby you were standing outside of, or was it something else? Because you must work with other cars too, right? Or is that it? Or do you work on cars at all?
Well, if you own a Volkswagen, you have to learn how to work on one. I'll tell you that. Okay. I do have 3 other Volkswagen buses that I'm trying to restore at some point, but my Magic bus is kind of my pride and joy. So she gets the first, and then I'm also working on a military Volkswagen thing. So that's kind of my other project.
Interesting. Okay. I wouldn't have I mean, it's just going to be for the military?
No, it's all army green, and that's
what you're saying. It's just the colors of the military.
Yeah. I'm just making it kind of how it was.
Well, guess what, Uncle Funk? We're down to the final 5 minutes of the show. I hope you had fun with me. I hope you had I had a great time with your magic and your pet and Sammy there. She's a beautiful pet and a family member. So in the remaining time, what I'd like you to do is to look at your phone and give shouts out to a few people that are going to see it, and then we'll wrap it up with my music the way we began it, if it's okay.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I would love to shout out to all my Funk family, my mom, my dad, and a few of my sponsors. I have Razorback Beard Care. They have my very own scent, Uncle Funk Beard Oil. So you guys can get your own. You can smell just like Uncle Funk. So that's pretty great.
What do you do?
Sammy the Skunk. Sammy the Skunk has a bow made by Cheeky Chic Bows.
Okay.
One of my cousins makes custom bow ties for animals we quid. And so Sammy loves her bow. She likes looking good and stylish. I used to wear one, but you can't see it under my beard, so
Okay.
I don't wear one anymore. But
So you got a beard cleaner with a bar that won't fit. So it's kind of
well,
like a short
yeah.
there.
I used to
Okay.
compete in beard competitions back in the day. So
Look like you could
that's
win.
something.
Look like you could win going away with one of those.
I used to do pretty well back in the day. I used to do very, very well.
I'm sure you
Another
did.
real quick, and I don't mean to do overtime,
okay.
but even Uncle Funk has his own action figure. I have 4 different action figures that I come out with over the years. A
Wow.
springing Volkswagen bus, Uncle Funk action figure with real chest hair. And my favorite one, you might get a kick out of this, is the Uncle Funk disappearing act. What do you think about that one? That one's pretty
I
cool.
like it. I don't know. I'll have to learn how to do
It
that.
disappeared.
Everyone wants me to disappear, so I should definitely get one. All right. Well, before we wrap the show up, is there anything that's coming up that you want to mention real quick, and then we'll just wrap?
Check out my website, GroovyUncleFunk.com. Check me out on all social medias. Groovy Uncle Funk, or all caps Uncle Funk on Facebook. Groovy Uncle Funk on Instagram, and Groovy Uncle Funk on TikTok. We do a lot of TikTok live magic shows. We have a lot of fun. We're all over. So
Okay.
if you guys like what you see, give us a follow.
Yeah, well, I think you were a great guest, and I really appreciate you spending some time with me today. All right.
Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Mr. Young. I really do appreciate you.
Okay, don't have to be so formal, but if you want, I'm sure you were raised to be respectful. I appreciate that. All right, so now we're going to wrap the show up, and just stick around for pictures. You can hold up your whatever you want when we do it. Okay.
Yeah, awesome.
All right, folks. Thanks for watching Topic Time. See you next time. Have a good one. Bye bye. Signing off. All right.